is impressing upon Arjuna. He's telling you have to fulfill your responsibilities cheerfully, not tearfully, cheerfully. And when we work in Yajna spirit, even the phenomenal forces will reflect our thoughts and feelings. That's the glory of Yajna spirit. Because nature echoes our thoughts and feelings and actions. So Krishna says the devas, the phenomenal forces, they will offer you tributes like slaves. Deva also means the productive potential in any field. So, all the, the business ventures, the ideas. So when a group of people in Yajna spirit, without selfishness and selfish desires, a group is working towards a common goal, then the productive potential will be in abundance. That's the glory. And the person in the team, especially the team leader, he partakes only the remnants of the results, the profits. He takes only the remnants. Not like nowadays CEOs. Companies bankrupt, but CEOs get. That is not Krishna's. So the leaders, they partake the remnants of the yajna. Remnants of the cooperative endeavor, whatever profits come. When they take the remnants of the results, muchyante sarvakilbishaihi, they are freed from all selfishness. No more any negative tendencies, no low tendencies and false values. That is the muchyante sarvakilbishai. But on the other hand, those who are taking more, the lion's share of the profits, when all are working together, why should one person take a lion's share? Then if anyone takes that, Krishna, according to Krishna, bhunjate te tu agham papaha, those evil-minded, sinful people, they are eating nothing but sin. Sin means selfishness. Yeah. Then he says in the bhunjate tu agam papaha ye pachanti atma karana, those who are cooking for themselves, means selfishly working. Cooking means doing action. So selfish actions, selfish desires, with selfishness working, they eat nothing but sin. Then Lord Krishna gives the wheel of action, the wheel of fortune. So what's the wheel of action? Annad bhavanti bhutani. So here Anna should be understood as more enjoyable goods. Food means not just through the mouth. Everything you enjoy through eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, mind, intellect. All that enjoyable goods is called annam. So there were more enjoyable goods. Life will be vigorous. 24/7 crowd. Mumbai. You go to, in the beginning days, I used to, when I go to India, I reach there at 2 in the a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning. Even 2 a.m. crowd. That's called Maya Nagari, Mumbai. So to here also, New York, anywhere. So the life will be buzzing with, because more enjoyable goods. So there were more enjoyable goods, more vigorous is the life. Now where do you get these enjoyable goods from? Parjanyad annasambhava. This parjanya, the rain is the psychological mood of creativity, the mood to create. Nobody can order that. No farmer can order the rain. So mood to work. How many of your the parents, they say that, Swamiji, I don't know how to motivate my, how to make my son work hard. Parjanyad annas. But Parjanya means that psychological mood of productivity, creativity. The spirit of productivity, the spirit of creativity. How does that come? Yajnat bhavati Parjanya. From yajna comes that creative mood. Yajna means, don't imagine swaha, swaha. Without selfishness and selfish desires. So one who is not seduced by selfishness, such a person can have the mood of creative ideas, creative thoughts, creative feelings, creative work. So, yajnat bhavati parjanya. This conducive mood of creativity comes from yajna spirit, selfless, dedicated spirit, cooperative endeavor. From where yajna comes? Yajna karma samudbhava. When the person's heart is pure and intellect is brilliant and the body is healthy, the creativity will be in abundance. So the yajna spirit is oriented with action, with the dynamism of action. It's called yajna karma samudbhava. Vigorous activity. Gurudev himself was working 18 hours a day, more than 40 years. Because pure mind intellect, in spite of his heart condition or the physical condition. So yajna karma samudbhava. Where do you get this power to act? Karma. Karma brahmodbhavam viddhi. Action is a free gift of the Creator. And who is this Creator? Creator is the manifestation of the infinite, imperishable reality, the pure consciousness. Thus, tasmat sarvagatam brahma nityam yajne pratishtitam. In the atmosphere of yajna spirit, in the atmosphere of team spirit, you see the expression of the divine. That's called sarvagatam brahma. Nityam yajne pratishtitam. That divine presence is ever vividly present, vividly seen in the atmosphere of yajna spirit, in the atmosphere of team spirit. When all are sinking their selfishness and working without selfishness and selfish desires. In that atmosphere, divinity is the blessings of the divinity is in abundance, and vividly one can experience the presence of the divine. Hey Partha, therefore, this chakra, the wheel of fortune, evam pravartitam chakram, na anuvartayati. Whoever is not following this wheel of action, he is enjoying the profits, the results of the team, but not offering his talent into that endeavor. Mogham partha sajivati. He lives in vain. He has missed the opportunity to evolve to the absolute. He got an opportunity, but alas, missed. He may go back to stone. He may become a stone or plant, animal, we don't know. So only in the human equipment we will know we can separate, distinguish, discern self and not self. Self-consciousness. What you're conscious of is not self. We think the BMI is a self. Therefore we think OET is not self. BMI also is not self because you're conscious of. Whatever you're conscious of, you're aware of, is not self. Awareness is Atma. So, to reach that state, God has given this lucky, we got this. So, let us not miss the opportunity. Now, Arjuna heard all this, and Krishna says, this is the universal law. It's a rule. Wherever there is a rule, wherever there is a law, always intelligent people, lawyers especially, whenever a new law is passed, all intelligent lawyers gather together, the teamwork. And what are they trying to figure out? Loopholes. Old retired lawyers, one leg in the grave. What are they doing? They are trying to discover loopholes in the 10 commandments. Yeah. Is there any loophole there? Thou shalt not, any loophole. Can I squeeze myself inside? So Arjuna is asking, is there any exception for this universal law? So Krishna says, yes, there is. Who is that? That's number 17. 17. Yes tvat marati reva syat. Atmatruptascha manavaha. Atmanyeva cha santushtaha. Tasya karyam na vidyate. Tasya karyam na vidyate. For him there is no karyam, no karya karma, no duty whatsoever. How nice, isn't it, if we also belong to that category? No duties. How many teenagers like it? No duty for you. For whom? Who is that? Yahatu. Tu. On the other hand, all are supposed to do their duties. But, tu means but. But this person has no duties. Who is that? Yahatu atmaratihi. Atmarati, atma, the self. Rati, reveling in the self. Atmarati reva. Atmani eva, reveling. Reveling in the self. In the self alone he revels. Atmarati reva. Atma truptascha. Trupta, satisfied in the self. Or pure democratic. Satisfied in the self, by the self, for the self. That way. Truptascha mana. Atmani eva santushta. Santushta, totally contented in the self alone. So one who is Atma Trupta, Atma Rati, and Atma Santushta. So Atma Trupta, Atma Santushta, Atma Rati. 3 words. Trupta, Santushta, Rati. Trupta means, this is a sequence we should know. Trupta first, then Santushta, finally Rati. Trupta means satisfied. Alam buddhi. Alam buddhi means not allam buddhi. Alam. Alam means enough, enough. What is fire called in Sanskrit? Fire. Analam. Alam, enough. Analam, not enough. You take ghee in your, have a nice rasam karandi. Only Tamil people will know that. Imagine if somebody brings a salt spoon and is putting rasam for you. You want a nice, rasam karandi means a stick in which katori is attached. To explain what is karandi. Garita, Telugu garita. That to rasam type. It has a round. So you, like that, you take ghee and a huge conflagration and you offer that whole one and ask fire, alam, enough? Ask the fire, what will fire say? More, as though it is spreading out its arms. More the ghee you put, more the fire wants. Fire will never say enough. That's why it's called analam. So alam buddhi means trupti. When you're very hungry, when you're very hungry, they say hunger knows no taste. Akali, ruchi, pasi, ruchi, theriyada, ariyada. Ariyada, theriyada. Ariyada. Pasi, ruchi, ariyada. Akali, ruchi, ergadu. Hindi में Hindi people are not hungry or what? So hunger knows no taste. So at that time, even a South Indian will eat chapati. Because he's so hungry. I'm very hungry. Only chapati is there. Give me. North Indian will eat even upma. Or even rice he will eat. Pergannam. North Indian will eat pergannam. Why? Hungry. Now he has eaten so much, then at a stage will come, anyone for that matter, a stage will come, enough. Only in the food you can satisfy anyone temporarily. Only in food, no other. Isn't it? If you don't believe, you can try on me. Not on food. Food everybody can say. Other things, dollars. If you want to give me dollars and ask Swamiji, enough? $108, enough, Swamiji? Ask. I don't know. One more zero I put in between. The 1 and 8 I'm thinking, Swamiji. In 1 0 I put first. Enough? One more zero. One more zero. I say, if you can add more zeros, I don't mind. I don't mind. That's what they say. No, I don't mind. I don't mind. One more roti, I don't mind. One more roti, I don't mind. But in the food, a stage comes, trupta, enough, he'll say. And he said, no, one more. Afterwards. Later, not now. After 3 hours. So trupta comes at a certain, you're satisfied. But you may not be santushta because it is not to your taste, because you're a North Indian, you want only parotha, isn't it? If you're a South Indian, you want dosa, isn't it? So if your choice food comes to your taste and that you have eaten full, then santushti, not only trupti, because you were hungry. When you are hungry and the food of your choice comes in front of you, then you have a good appetite. And then food of the choice, trupti plus what? Santushti. You are satisfied plus total contentment. Contented. So trupti, santushti. Very rarely now I am not able to do that. In the olden days I used to revel. Some people, when Bhiksha people come and go, even after 1 month, till they come next month offering, because once a month only they feed me. I mean each family. And each family thinks that Swamiji eats only once a month. That's a very good thought. So they elaborately make, before I'm talking about in the good old days. No. That's what this example I'm giving. So till they come next month, I tell them that time, that rasgulla you made, what a rare. There are people are here only. That rasgulla was so tasty. I revel. That's called reveling. 1 month before I ate, last month. But now also I'm reveling in the taste. It's called rati. Reveling. Even now I'm reveling on that. Isn't it? So rati is reveling in the past experiences. So 3, trupta, trupti, santushti, and rati. So we know in the food, that's why I gave the example of food where we can see par to par. To the realized master in the self trupta, in the self santushta, and atmarati. So he is Atma Rama, and we are Sapa Rama. See the difference? Yahatu Atmaratihi eva syat. Yahatu Atmatruptascha manava. Atmani eva santushta. Then tasya karyam na vidyate. For him there is no duties. It is not, Krishna is not saying that he will not work. See, you should not understand that, then he will not work. Actually, if you observe, those are the realized masters who worked a lot. Veda Vyasa, if you see. Without Veda Vyasa, no Vedas. He compiled all the knowledges available and made into 4 volumes, the 4 Vedas. Rik, Yajus, Sama, Atharva. Shankaracharya, if you see. In 32 years, short span from 8 to 32. In such a short span of life, how many? What all? Even to read his works, our lifetime is not enough. Just to read. Understanding is not. Just to read. You know? Vivekananda, 39. Our Gurudev, how much they do. Even though they have nothing to do. So it is not said they will not do. But they have nobody can insist that it is your duty. This is your duty. You must do. No such compulsions. They are free. That's why I said, Yavat Paryantam Praptavyam Asti. As long as there is a fear that I should gain something, Tavat Paryantam Kartavyam Asti. As long as you have something to gain, so long you have to fulfill your obligations, fulfill your duties. Like until you fall asleep, you have to do something. Once you have fallen asleep, what to do? Who is there to do also? Isn't it? So till you fall asleep, you do something. And then after you fall asleep, the person who is sleeping, tasya karyam na vidyate. He may be talking in sleep also. But that's a dream state. But one, as long as there is so and so, as long as there is jiva bhava, I am so and so, I am a parent. As long as you feel I am a parent, parental duties. Swamiji, I don't want to feel I am a parent. No, if you have a child and the child calls you dad, child calls you mom, you are parent. So, parental duties. As long as your spouse, spicy duties. Isn't it? You have no choice. Isn't it? As long as you're professional, professional duties. But I as I, duty free. Imagine that. So I as I, no duty. I as so and so, duty. And if I fulfill my duties as so and so in Yajna spirit, then what happens? The existing vasanas get exhausted, no new vasanas are created, thereby the pressure of vasanas on M and I reduces, therefore the attentional potential is available for study, reflection, contemplation, meditation. Dang! I realize. Therefore, I have to serve, love, give, purify, that's purify. And then meditate to realize. And all realized masters have been working vigorously. They need not be told. So for this wise person, he has no duties. Nobody can say that. Even Vedas do not dictate. No vidhi, no nishedh. Vidhi nishedh is not there for realized masters. So, no compulsion. Yet, all karmas, they do. Means, karmas go on. Never it ends. Because the realized master is able to do that. How is the real? Gurudev was working 18 to 20 hours. We saw him doing. They have trained their M&I in such a glorious way. They have put in auto work. Automatic. That much of training they are given the mind intellect. And they feel, I do nothing. My sense organs and organs of action are perceiving and performing. My mind is feeling. My intellect is thinking. I do nothing. See that? So they have trained the mind to do automatic. So mind is so like a, what do you call? Pativrata. Pativrata means? I'm talking about good old days. Whatever the husband says, the wife says, जी मुझे मंजूर है आपका ये फैसला. I'm talking the olden days, about 60s. Our our mind should be like our mind, not wife. Our mind is our wife. Our mind should, whatever I say, the mind should say G. G, G, G. Isn't it? Yes, yes, yes. So that much of training has been done. Karma continues, but I do nothing. See that I has been removed. But now we feel I am doing. When the body is doing, I am doing. The mind is feeling, I am feeling. When the intellect is thinking, I am stinking. I am thinking. See, this is the tragedy. So a realized master feels, Naiva kinchit karomi. I do nothing. So no exception for karma. Karma goes on. But the doership is not there. Remember the very first class? He is akarta, abhokta, atma, ahamasmi. I am non-doer, non-enjoyer. While the BMI is doing, while the car is running 70 miles, 65 miles, because speed limit. Car is running 65 miles. I do nothing. No doubt in my presence, the car can run 65 miles. That way. Now, you may say, Swamiji, yes, I understand that realized master has no vidhi nishad, no duties for him. Why? Why he has no duties? Next verse, 18. Naiva tasya krite narthaha na krite neha kaschana na chasya sarva bhuteshu kaschidardha vyapashrayah. Naiva tasya kritena artha. Na eva tasya kritena artha. By doing, he is not gaining anything extra. See, why do we do? If I do, I will gain that. If I do more, I'll gain more. For him, by doing, he gains nothing more, nothing new, nothing more. When I do something, I gain something new. When I do more, I gain something more. So I do so that I can gain something new. I do so that I can gain more. But for him, why? He has already got the experience of the infinite. Infinite plus one. How much? Asians. Infinite plus one, how much? Huh? So when you have got infinitude, anything plus, infinite plus is not there. Therefore, by doing, he is not going to gain anything new, nor is he going to gain anything more. More than infinite, not possible. So, naiva tasya kritena artaha. Na kriteneha kaschana. By not doing, suppose when we don't do, now I don't give my talks well. What will happen? We will say we will not give Guru Dakshina well. In spite of my doing well also, you don't give. But if I don't give my talks well, I myself will feel, oh, that much Guru Dakshina itself enough, I think, because I didn't do well. Exams, when we get the results, progress card, teacher gives the paper, 35 marks. It's just passed. In those 35 marks was the pass, I think, no? In India at that time. Teacher says 35. Very loudly teacher says, 35 marks. And you are so satisfied. And you show the teacher also like that. And teacher also understands. Because you know how you did your test. You never go and argue, how did I get 35? I was expecting 85. Any student, I never argued with the teacher for marks. Because if I argue, then teacher will see the paper more with a magnifying glass. And this mistake I didn't check. This mistake, now 35, somehow I scrambled there. Then I will lose. So never argue with the teacher for marks. Because especially when, suppose I'm a top A plus 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 student. How much plus they give? Huh? Only one? But I was given 3. As a Swami, I meant. Not in the school. In the school and all as a past. Purva ashram. Somebody else it was. The Smithsonian talk on meditation. Somebody, they gave the readings. So Smithsonian meditation class on meditation. A plus plus plus. Isn't it? So by not doing, we are afraid that we may lose. Therefore we do. Positively, I do so that I can gain something new. And I do more so that I can gain more. And if I don't do, I'm afraid I may lose. But he has gained infinity. Infinity minus 1. How much? How much? Infinity. So for at infinity, there is no plus or minus. That I as I is infinite. But I as so and so is finite. Needle space. Needle space because of the needle. Needle eye. It's called the eye of the needle, isn't it, in English? I don't know why they call eye of the needle. In Sanskrit, it's called mouth of the needle. Mouth of the needle is much more sensible. Why? You feed it. Isn't it? Anybody feeds the eye? And if you can't, and when it goes outside, always outside, and you do, and then you put a needle falls down. Because your eyesight is so powerful. Amazing. So, mouth of the needle, that space in the mouth of the needle and the universal space. The space is infinite. But in the eye of the needle or the mouth of the needle, Suchi Mukha, in that can you see the infinite space? You call it eye of the needle. Minus the needle, the space, infinite. So to I as I, infinite. I as so and so, needle. That consciousness is in BMI. That infinite space is in the eye of the needle. That infinite consciousness is in this finite BMI. But if I think I am BMI, I am squeezing the infinite consciousness into this finite body. Imagine if you squeeze you try to squeeze your foot into 2 number less shoe. Because all ladies, they try. I don't know why. They try. Cinderella's stepsisters, they try to put the foot into that. So too we are trying to put the infinite into the shoe, finite shoe. Leather. Body is leather. This is leather. Not just mine, all of yours. That's why we keep leather in the shoe room. So body must, along when you keep your shoes, keep the body also there. And then M and I should come inside. Only mind, intellect here. Leather there. That's the idea meant. So, by doing, he gains nothing more or new. By not doing, he is not going to lose anything. One more compulsion is there we do. We may do because kaschid artha vyapashraya. See that? Nachasya sarva bhuteshu kaschid artha vyapashraya. Because I want something and I know if I muskify that person, Okay, if I butter that person, I will get that. I want a job, and I know that person is a top level in that company. If I butter him, I can get the job. So what will I do? Because I am depending upon that guy. And I came to know that he attends Gita class. And I also come. Gita class, you ask him, sir, you are going to Gita class? I also come regular. That's the first day, last day only is coming. I love Gita. Which Gita, I don't know. I love Gita, sir. So much he talks about that because he wants something from that. In India, how many, if the boss attends the Gita class, all the workers are attending. And the boss is sitting in the, they go, good evening, sir. Oh, you come for Gita class, sir? They'll ask. I also come, sir. Swami Chinmaya, the greatest Swami. Why? Boss. Edyada charati shrestha. It will come. Right? So, because I depend on somebody for something, therefore, I do try to invoke, butter that person to get what I want. Right? This man, he had a rich aunt, very rich, millionaire aunt. So what every nephew will want? So he wants something. So he went to that aunt, and she had a pet dog. So he started giving all love and affection to the pet dog, taking care of the dog, plastic bag, leash, all that, everything. He was doing every day. And the aunt was so happy. Whenever he comes, the dog also will run. And he was doing that. And finally, aunt died. He was waiting for that. Finally, Abba, she died. Now, will reading. On the will, what's written? He thought he'll expect, because he thought he'll get, she has written on his name, the dog. Because she thought, he loves my dog so much, he alone will take care of my dog. He got only the dog. See that? See the motive behind. So he got what motive he showed. So we do because I depend on somebody for something. Therefore, I do. These are the three compulsions. What are the three? If I do, I'll gain something new. Or if I do more, I gain something more. If I don't do, second one. If I don't do, I lose. Third, I depend upon somebody for something. I want something. And that person can make me get it. So I serve that person also. These are the three compulsions for which everybody does. For the realized master, infinity plus, not possible. Infinity minus, not possible. And there is no other. From here, there are others. Because I myself am other. I as I, no one. No one else. I am. After I am, whatever you add is all here. I am is common to everyone. The same I am. I am doctor. I am lawyer. I am engineer. I am Swami. How many I ams? How many I ams? Ekameva, Advitiya, consciousness, awareness. One. No other. So when there is no other, whom to depend upon? Isn't it? So, naiva tasya krutena artha, na kruteneha kaschana, na chasya sarvabhuteshu kaschidartha vyapashrayaha. So Krishna was so inspired to talk about, every time he talks about realized person, he is so inspired. 18 verses, Siddha Prajna Lakshana also he was so inspired. Krishna is so, and he thought Arjuna will be immediately, he'll jump up, yes, O Lord, I will do now. And Arjuna is looking. He is not that as enthusiastic as Krishna. So, Arjuna Krishna thought what? Let me give him my verdict. Because when all the arguments are done, he gives all the arguments. Why that person has no duties, no responsibilities. He has given. Now he gives verdict to Arjuna. What is the verdict? Number 19. Tasmad asakta satatam karyam karma samachara asakto hyacharan karma paramapnoti purushah. So what did Arjuna ask? O Lord, is there any exception for performing karma? Is there any exception? He wanted to apply. Because anything you want, any rule, any law, exception. So can I apply for exception? Can I be excused? No entry. Nobody should enter through this gate. But I saw some people going in. Those are committee members. I also want to be a committee member. So I can also enter. There is put in the kitchen. Entry for sevaks only. Isn't it? But I also do seva of eating. No, only sevaks can enter. Like that. So I'll become sevak. So Arjuna thought he can become. So Lord says there is exception. Only this person. Who? Atmaratireva syat. Atmani trupta. Atmani santushta. Tasya karamya vidyate. Why? By gaining, nothing more. By not doing, nothing he loses. And not depend upon anybody else, because nobody else. So, and then after giving those reasons, Krishna says, Tasmat, therefore, Arjuna, asakta satatam karyam karma samachara. One who is reveling in the self, one who is satisfied in the self, one who is contented in the self, he has no duties whatsoever. He is duty free. Therefore, Arjuna, you do karyam karma. You do all your duties. What does it indicate? It's clearly telling, it's a subtle way of saying, Arjuna, you are not that. What? You are not Atmarati. You are not Atmaram. You are Sapatram. Therefore, karyam karma. Asaktaha satatam karyam karma samachara. First he says asakta. Asakta means unattached. Unattached to any karma. Unattached to any result. You are not thinking of the result while doing. Because always you should remember, Swami, if I am not attached to the results, why should I? Who will do? No fool does. Action always has two stages. When you are planning to work, when you are making a blueprint of your action, at that time, you have to go into your past experiences. Your past experiences is the wisdom. Your past experiences is the present wisdom. With the present wisdom, you forecast and plan the future. So while planning, plan out your work. The Gurudev said, plan out your work first. While planning, the mind should go in the past to project, forecast the future. Mind can go, because mind is the doer. After planning out the work, then while working, the mind should be because mind is the doer. The doer should be in the live present doing the action. If the doer is not in the present, what will happen? Think. You sat in the taxi and the taxi man is going, and as he's going, at one point, he opens the door and jumps out. And you are in the back seat. Car is going, and that too in the slope. What will you do? Mom! This time you scream, Mom, Ayya, Amma. Nothing you can do. Where will the car go? With your cargo. You are the luggage in the car. God alone knows. So mind is the doer and body is like the car, the driver. M&I. And driver jumped out. Driver is not there. And the car is going. Where will it go? So while doing, the entire attention must be behind the action. Learn to bring your mind where your hands are working while doing. Isn't it? So asakta, when it is said, unattached, you work while doing. Not while planning and all. Planning you have to do. If I work when you make a blueprint, like in architecture, once you make a blueprint, you build accordingly. While building, you don't, because already plan is there. According to the plan, you build. Any change order, what happens? Every change order is so expensive. If the change order costs $100 and the person just puts one extra zero, that's all. If $1,000, another extra zero. That's all. Only zeros they add for change orders. So expensive it becomes. That's why your planning should be perfect. That's why you have to bring in all the wisdom of not the teamwork. My wisdom alone is not. The whole team, the wisdom of the team forecasts the future. Once the plan is made, the blueprint is made, no change orders. I build accordingly, work out my plan. So while working out, the attention, because when does result come? Result comes only in the future. So action plus time. A plus T is equal to R. Action plus time. Action plus time is result, R. ATR. So only the future it comes. So if the mind, while doing the present action, the mind's attention is in the future, the doer is not there in the live present. The doer's attention is in the future. What will be the present action? The condition of the present action. Therefore, Krishna says, asakta to the fruits while doing your action. So, asaktaha karyam karma samachara. Karyam karma, your obligatory duties, your responsibilities. Samachara. Samachara means compete with yourself. Bring out your best. Your best should be your action. Bring out your best. Asakto hi acharan paramapnoti purusha. When you are working without attachment, asakta. Attachment means without I and I want. I means selfishness. I want means selfish desires. Without selfishness and without selfish desires when I am working, paramapnoti. Not only the paramap, the supreme I attain, but not directly. Paramparaya. Paramparaya means in stages. When I work without selfishness and selfish desires, the existing vasanas get exhausted, no new vasanas get accumulated, thereby the pressure of vasanas gets reduced, therefore the attention potential of the M&I is available. Since the attention is available, that attention is applied in study, reflection, contemplation, meditation, paramparaya. So, I realize my true nature. I as I, non-doer, non-enjoyer. So that asakto hi acharan karma paramapnoti purushaha. The tasmat is so powerful. So this person has no duties. Therefore, Arjuna, you also have no duties. This is what Arjuna expected. Therefore, Arjuna, you do your obligatory duties. You fulfill your duties. Unattached. And as best as you can. Whenever people are not attached, how do they do? Not attached to reason, not attached to results. How do they work? Third, chalega. Such people are degrading themselves, especially in voluntary service. Because I am not gaining anything. I have to somehow finish. So when Gurudev used to write letters and the stamp, somebody has to put the stamp and then seal the envelope. That's why he used to write on the letter the name and address, and on the envelope also he'll write the name and address. 2 places he used to write. Because another person will be seeing the letter and the cover and has to only fold the letter and put it in the envelope, seal it and stamp. That's all. And he saw one person, the way he was folding the letter. He said, that is not the way to fold. It should be exactly each. And when you open the envelope, and it should be unfolded for the person who reads. And stamp exactly in the corner, not anywhere. Upside down also. Mahatma Gandhi, upside down. Mahatma Gandhi is doing Shirasasana. And you see. And then stamp on the face. Little to the side you can do, isn't it? No, on the face. Because dan. I don't mean that you should do like a sloth. That is not the Zootopia. Neither sloth nor careless work. Because you are giving your precious talent as best as you can. Imagine each one trying to give the best. I am trying to give my best and you are trying to give your best attention. I hope. I can only hope. But I am trying to give my best. That's mutually giving the best. So Krishna says, hey Arjuna, tasmat, since you are not reveling in the self, you are not satisfied in the self, you are not contented in the self. 24/7. 24/7. Because that is I am. Today I am is this. As long as I am this, karma. In karma yoga spirit, in yajna spirit. When I reach as I am, not so and so, I am, no duty. Then when I reach that state, I will make sure the BMI does efficiently. Because in my presence, they do efficiently. That's the glory of all realized people. They make the BMI work. So, tasmat asaktas tatatam karyam karma samachara. If I do that, what's the blessings? Asakto hi acharan karma paramapnoti purusha. I attain the absolute, the supreme. Paramparaya. Paramparaya means in stages. How? When I work without selfishness, selfish desires, the existing selfishness gets exhausted. No new selfishness gets accumulated. Thereby the pressure of selfishness on the attention of M and I reduces. Since the attention is available for study, reflection, contemplation, meditation. And through meditation, realize. So therefore, I serve, love, give, thereby purify. When I purify my M and I, then I get to meditate, realize. Thereafter, whole life, be good, do good, be kind, be compassionate. The whole life goes on like that. So, having said this, now Krishna thought, at least now he'll be ready to do. Arjuna says, Lord, I want to know, you're giving this that work without selfish and selfish desires. And if you do that, paramapnoti, asakto hi acharan karma, paramapnoti purusha. If you're working without selfishness and selfish desires, you attain the supreme. Did anybody attain some? Did anybody attain it or what? Or you're trying to experiment on me? This boy was there. He called the neighbor's boy. Hey, I got new dog. You want to come and play with it? And the boy, imagine neighbor boy is so happy. Yes. And the neighbor boy, does it bite? I don't know. That's what I want to find out. I want you to come and play with it. So to Arjuna is asking, oh Lord, are you trying to experiment on me? Has anybody reached by performing without attachment, without selfishness and without selfish desires? I want, anybody worked? And did they achieve the highest? Any example is there? That's what Arjuna wants to ask. So Lord Krishna, generally we also say, oh, many people. Who? We don't have any names. He says, somebody in the so many people come to me, Swamiji, he said like that. Who? Who and all, I don't know, Swamiji. Yeah, see that? Who said they will not reveal? Krishna is not like that. He says, number 20. Krishna is revealing his own father-in-law's name. I mean, in his past birth. Number 20. Karmanaiva hi samsiddhim asthita janakadayah lokasangrahamevapi sampashyan kartumarhasi. So, karmanaiva hi samsiddhim asthita janakadaya. Janaka adaya. Janaka, etc. Who is Janaka? Rama's father-in-law. You know? Father by law. You know? So Janaka Raja Rishi he is called. Videharaj. You know? So by karma, karmanaiva, karmana eva. And that too, what example Krishna is. You see the Krishna's command over the examples. He did not give the example of a sannyasi. Then Arjuna said, a sannyasi can do it. He didn't give a tapasvi. Tapasvi can do it. But he is giving a king's example because Arjuna is a prince. So, kingly example so that he can identify. You know? He has no excuse. He has no, oh, that person is a sannyasi, therefore he did it. He is also a royal, he's a royal saint. He is a royal king. So, example also, royal example. So, karmana eva. Karmana eva means by action alone. Janakadaya, the great rishi, the kings, samsiddhim, they attained the supreme. They accomplished the perfection. Samsiddhim. Janaka adaya means etc. Who are the etc.? Etc. Etc. So some names also, Shankara Ashwapati or Raja Rantidev, Raja Ambarisha. So many kings. So royal saints they were. Imagine the king is in that spirit. How will the Yatha Raja? Tatha Praja. Yatha Pita? Tatha Putra. Yatha Mata? Tatha Putri. Isn't it? So as the parents, so the children. As the king, so the subjects, so the people. So Raja Janak, Videharaj. Videha means even though he was in the body, he was not attached to the body. That's called, his daughter is called Vaidehi. As though as why body, Vaidehi. Why body identification. That glorious. So Raja Janak did. So Arjuna could identify. So Krishna thought he will identify. Then Arjuna saying, oh Lord, Janaka did. Why should I? Say, such a horrible students are there. There are people. They say Krishna's love is the most intellectual love. So he gives no chance, no opportunity for Arjuna's intellect to say, why me, why me? Why should I? Janaka did it, he did it. I am not Janaka. Dad says, I did it, you did it. Why should I do it? Mom says, I am doing every day. That's your duty, Mom. Why should I do it? I am not you. I don't want to be you. Daughter says that. Isn't it? And mom says, what to do? All your daddy's buddhi coming to you. Nana buddhi. Pitaji ki buddhi. Not Pitaji, Pita ki buddhi. No, Baap ka buddhi, not Pita also. Baap ka buddhi. Baap ka buddhi aa rahi hai. See that how? So I am not Janaka. Why should I do? Then Krishna says, okay, loka sangrahameva sampashyan. For loka sangraha. Loka sangraha means, literal meaning is for gathering the people around. For gathering the people, crowd gathering. Loka sangrahameva sampashyan kartumarhasi. So in India, gathering the people, is it difficult? Very easy to, just you have two monkeys, that's all. And dum 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 dum, all 223 people around. So much of unemployment. 223 people around. And dum 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 dum, Gangaram is name of monkey. Names are so nice. Gangaram, shadi karoge. Gangaram, do you want to marry? Immediately that monkey is vigorously shaking the head. And then another female, Roopmati, with a nice. Roopmati is the name of the monkey. Gangaram, Roopmati says shadi karo. Immediately, yes. And then he asks, Roopmati, Gangaram says shadi karo. No. And Gangaram immediately puts the hand on his head. Monkey, you might have seen that the house, so hilarious, all the crowd will be so much. For the crowd to gather around, so easy. Or you can just, I don't know, you can try here, as you are going out, not here. Somewhere on the roadside or somewhere near, in the mall will be good. And then, after some time, go and sit in a corner and watch. Everyone, nothing is there. Crowd gathers. And you can hear the dialogues, what they saw. You have seen nothing, but they give new interpretation. What a amazing people's mind work. Isn't it? So much of hallucination possible. So crowd gathering is, Loka Sangraha is not just crowd gathering. Loka Sangraha means, if a generation or a few people are going off track, they lost track of this Yajna spirit. They have lost connection to work without selfishness, selfish desires. They have lost that. The train has derailed. Then what do the department has to do? Put the train back on the track. So to Hey Krishna, Arjuna saying, Lord is saying to Arjuna, Hey Arjuna, it is your responsibility to put the erring people, the people who are not on track, put them back on the track of selfless, dedicated service. Loka Sangraham, it is your responsibility. Our children, our future. So it's the responsibility of every parent. Not just your own child, because our children. So our future, they are our future. Therefore, I put them on track. So Loka Sangraham eva sampashyan. Kartumarhasi, then also you should do. So, now Arjuna may say, Hey Krishna, why me? Why me? So, why me? Krishna is giving the last verse. 3 times. So I will chant once and you repeat, and then you chant 2 times, loudly. Ready? Repeat now. Yadyadacharati shresthaha tattadevetaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastadanu vartate. Ready? Start. Yadyadacharati Yadyadacharati Gurudev used to say that you should memorize this verse. You have to chant by heart. And you say, look into my eyes and chant. But I can't tell you that because you as though you're looking up there. I should say, close your eyes and chant. And you may. So by heart, by memory, this verse must be there. You might have heard people saying, Swamiji, the world is going to what? See? World is going to dogs, Swamiji. That's a very wrong example. If the world is going to dogs, it will be well off. I think that is the British idiom, I think. Because dogs are so loving animals. They give you so much joy. Not even the spouse can give. Because when there is a divorce, both the spouse want dog. They don't want the spouse. They want the dog. So who gives more joy? Dog. This world is going to dogs means it's improving. Not the Brit. So, therefore you say, Swamiji, this world is beyond redemption. That's a better word. Swamiji, now word, no redemption possible. Beyond redemption, no remedy. Beyond redemption is this world. This is what people start saying. Whenever you hear that statement, I don't see any redemption, anybody saying, immediately you start saying, yet, that's why I'm saying, have it in memory. Yad yada charati shreshtaha tattadeveta rojanaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastadanu vartate. That other person is shocked. You know Sanskrit. Generally, I don't reveal all those things. Generally, I don't reveal all these things. But since you said that I don't see any redemption, suddenly this verse came in my mind. This is the only verse you may know. In that keyboard, I play Raghupati Raghava Rajaram. When I play that, people are so, Swamiji, you're perfect, so beautiful. You are master in keyboard. That's the only song I know. If they ask me to sing a song, play another, again I'll play the same thing. Swamiji, any other song? No, this will do. Because I do dhun. I do Akhanda Raghupati Raghava Rajaram. Akhanda. But that's the only one I know. Isn't it? So, this one verse, keep it thoroughly in your mind. So, whenever you see the world, this verse is the answer for world redemption. The cure, the remedy for the world, the cure for the world, the panacea. So, yad acharati shreshtaha. Shreshta Purusha. Shreshta Purusha, great person. Not Jyeshta. Jyeshta means older, elder. Shreshta means the best. Great person. Whatever great person does, whatever great people do, tattadeva itaraha janaha acharati. Whatever great people do, others imitate. Because they admire that great person so much. Gandhi cap. Nehru jacket. What else? Nowadays, the youngsters, they see movie stars. Parents say for Upanayam have a choti, they will not keep. Choti are very embarrassing. Amitabh Bachchan keeps it, they also. Choti. Because Amitabh Bachchan kept. See that? Because movie stars, they can copy. So, majority learn by the eyes, not by hearing and listening. That's why Krishna says, yadyad acharati, not yadyad upadishati. Whatever great people instruct, nobody follows. Whatever they acharati, whatever they do, others do. How many times in your home you have heard, Mom, Dad, you don't do it. Why should I do it? And what do you say at that time? When you come to my age, then also you need not do. So age is an excuse that you can do. It happens. The children, when they come, if a grandmother comes and does like this, understandable. Grandson, 5-year-old, he also. I tell him, you do 4 times. Stand up. What is it called? No, push up or the push up? Push up. 4. But Shashtanga Namaskar, what will that fellow understand? Do push up 4 times. A grandmother doing, understand, but he saw the grandmother doing, and he also. It's his hand all 1, 2, 3. That's what the parents must come and do. The matha take. There's a matha take. Dok. And they push the neck of the child. The poor child, what to do? So whatever you do, whatever great people do, others follow. Sayat pramanam kurute. Whatever pramanam, whatever standard the great person establishes. Lokaha tat anuvartate. They set standards, great people. Whatever standards they set, others follow. Sayat pramanam kurute. Whatever stand of living or whatever stand of life. So great people have great responsibility. Lord Rama as the ideal person. He was the ideal son, ideal brother, ideal friend, ideal husband, ideal king, ideal enemy. So Rama is Adarsha Purusha. Swamiji, is he ideal husband also? Yes. I don't accept Swami because our standards are so low. Therefore we accuse even Ram. Sita never accused Ram. And other wives accuse Ram. If at all anybody has a right to accuse Rama, who should accuse? Only Sita has the right. And Sita says, if at all I want any husband, only Ram alone. Never Krishna, because 16,008 times, ayya, sorrow. Only Krishna, Rama like husband I want. Most of them want only Shankar Bhagwan. Shankar, why? Always in meditation. आपका क्रेडिट कार्ड ले जा रहा हूं, सारी खरीद रहा हूं, 4 ले लूं, 1 फ्री है. 4 sarees we had 1 free. Oh my goodness. And husband, Ashutosh. Quickly pleased. Why Lord Shiva is like that, do you know? Have you seen some place where you go and then they clap in front of Lord Shiva's idol and say, I have come, attendance. They clap. Some decent only snap. Some clap. Why? Disturb his meditation. Because he is meditating. And Shiva is Ashutosh. Quickly he is pleased. Why? Quickly he wants to get rid of you. That is the reason. Imagine when the father is working on deadline, very little time. He is working. At the time the son says, Dad, can I watch television? Can I watch? What will the dad say? Ashutosh, go beta, watch. Why? Deadline, I have to finish it. Lord Shiva is Estvatmaratirev syat Atmatruptascha manavaha Atmanyevacha santushtaha. He is ever reveling in the self. Therefore, any disturbance, anybody disturbing him, okay, take it. But you should be capable of disturbing him, because it's very difficult to, some people when they are sleeping, can you wake them up? Very tough to wake them up. Kumbhakarna type. Very tough. So when he is lost in that, Ramana Maharshi said it's very difficult to wake him up when he is sleeping. In his deep sleep also was very deep. His friends, in the waking hours, they play games, and Ramana Maharshi was very strong in the games. He'll beat up all his friends. Nobody could beat him up. So the friends were so angry with him, and they somehow knew that when he sleeps, he will not know anything. So when he is sleeping, they'll carry him into the ground, beat him up, and then bring him back and keep him back. Next day, all bruises all over. And one of his friends said, this is what, all the bruises, because they took you in the night and beat you up. That's how he knows. So deep asleep. So too when he is lost in contemplation, very difficult to disturb him. But if you somehow manage to disturb him, he wants to go back. What will he do? Tatastu. So be it. To get rid of you. Because especially if you want OET, some objects, some things, immediately he'll grant. iPhone 7, take it. Quickly given off. Why? He wants to go back. Suppose you ask him about that, then he has to guide you. Because to ask about that, your mind should be so pure, so brilliant. And you are like a camphor. Not oily camphor. Pure camphor. Just one touch of light. Immediately it catches. So to a realized master lost in samadhi, when a sincere student approaches that realized master who is lost in samadhi, that master has to come out of samadhi to serve the sincere student. That is the law of nature. He comes down because the student is sincere. You and I go, he will not come down because no need. Because how many times I go, all clear. Isn't it? So this pure mind and brilliant intellect like camphor, little touch of light, enough, catches. So great people, whatever standards they set, others follow. Rama is the greatest ideal. Sita never complained about Ram. Others may complain. So he is the embodiment of all ideals. It's called Ramarajya. So Krishna says to Arjuna, hey Arjuna, whatever a Shrestha person does, others do. They set standards and others follow. Arjuna says, hey Krishna, I am not a Shrestha Purusha. I am not Shrestha. Who told you that I am Shrestha? I am not the great person. Hey Arjuna, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, you are a Shrestha person. Arjun Award, have you heard that? There's an Arjun Award is there. You are a great person. Even your enemies admire you. You don't know. Enemies also, they want to be like you. Enemies. So Arjuna, you are a great person. And if you drop out, what will happen? How many people dropped out because Bill Gates dropped out? But Bill Gates dropped out and became Bill Gates. Others just dropped out. Isn't it? So, hey Arjuna, if you drop out, so great people need not declare their greatness. Whether they know it or not, they are great. So whatever they say has, because they are doing it, therefore what they say has an effect. The great story of Mahatma Gandhi. One old lady, she saw her grandson always eating sweets. And then she thought, she told him many times, don't eat sweets, don't eat sweets, don't eat. But more she says, more he eats. What to do? She thought, if I take him to Mahatma Gandhi, if Mahatma Gandhi says something, then he will listen. So she had to walk almost 10 miles to the ashram, Gandhiji. So she took the grandson, come on, walk with me. She kept some sweets also. Now and then you walk 1 mile, little sweet. Mile by mile she took him, and while returning, no sweets, because he has to come back home, only up to going the ashram. So she again then met Mahatma Gandhi. She told Gandhiji, this boy is eating so much of sweets, and look, his teeth are going to go. I don't know whether his teeth is going to become like your teeth immediately. I don't know. So please tell him not to eat sweets. Gandhiji said, is it possible for you to come after 15 days? She thought, oh, yeah, Gandhiji, if you tell me I can come even after 20 days. No, 15 days is good enough. After 15 days, if you come, I can tell him. She thought he'll do some Maha Mantra and all. 15 days, he needs time to prepare. After 15 days, again she had to walk 10 miles. And when she reaches, Gandhiji, oh, please come, please. And Gandhiji said, Beta, eating sweets is not that good. Don't eat too much. Too much sweets is not good. Little you can eat. Gandhiji is telling, not I am telling, okay? So Gandhiji told that. And the boy, yes, Gandhiji. And, okay, beta, go and play. And the boy, this old lady was fuming inside. 15 days ago, you could have told this. I had to unnecessarily walk 40 miles now. 4 times. Why? She asked point blank, why didn't you tell this on the 15 days ago? I thought you'll do some Yajna, Havan, Hund and all those. You are just telling him not to eat sweets. Gandhiji said, I could have told him on that day. I could have told. But it would not have had any impact. No effect would have been there. Why? Amma, I also had the habit of eating sweets now and then. Now and then I was eating. When I am eating now and then, how can I tell the boy not to eat? Therefore, I wanted to check whether can I control. In 1 week, I could control. And another week, I took for confirmation. Then, now I can tell, don't eat. See that? So, when Vivekananda said, what? In the Parliament of Religions, he addressed, what did he address? Brothers and sisters? Sisters and brothers, not brothers and sisters. He knows whom to address first. Sisters and brothers of America. Imagine the applause. Isn't it? Anybody else telling the same sentence? Nobody even will listen, let alone hear. Isn't it? So that power, because the identification. He became brotherly. Therefore, they could feel the brotherliness, the empathy. He could empathize as a brother. So, sisters and brothers. So, every person is great. Hey, Arjuna, don't say you are not a great person. Every person is great because somebody is looking up to you. You don't know. A 7-year-old is looking at the 11-year-old, his own older sibling, 7-11. Isn't it? So everyone is a link. Each one is a link. Do not become a, what is it called? Weak link, what is it called? A weakest link, don't become. Each one is a link. Now that you attended the 4-day talks, people will think you are a great spiritual seeker. And some people, one husband told me, Swamiji, when I go back home, my wife, so much of respect. She says, please sit down. And then she goes around me 3 times. Because you attended Gita class, and then you are so blessed, you are attending Swamiji's talks, you are so great. I'm so, pani lao, chai lao, coffee lao. Okay, lao. Pakoda bhi lao. Because you attended these 4 days, you are a great spiritual leader. They all look up to you. And other side also is there when you do something wrong. This is what Swami taught you. Remember this is what you understood in the Swami's talk. My disclaimer. I am only responsible for what I say, not for what you understand and do. Isn't it? So therefore, I have disclaimer I have clearly put. So each one has to look because all others are watching you. Especially your kids. The parents, the kids are like Sherlock Holmes. Like detective they are watching with the pipe. Isn't it? So you should be so watchful. You may not be conscious. They are very conscious. So they will not, if they don't listen to you, don't worry. You should worry because they are watching you. You should worry if they are watching you. If they are not listening to you, that much worry is need not. Because you can bang them, cut, no iPhone, no this, no that. But if they are watching you, much more dangerous. Swamiji, I want to be good, Swamiji. I want to do, but, the big but. The big but, really big but. Isn't it? Because the pressure of vasanas, the pressure of selfishness. Therefore, be ever ready. What? To fight against all low tendencies and false values within and without us. Be a role model. Role, not just model. Model any idiot can be. Be a role model. Isn't it? Finally, Lord declares. What? I will tell next year. Good. 3 minutes before.